是
Hello, can you introduce yourself?
Hello everybody, my name is Jeffrey and I majored in international business and English talk program and basically this is my introduction.
And now we have a few questions to ask you. So the first question is, what makes you want to come to Taiwan?
Well, actually my background is that I was raised in Taiwan, but I went to Shanghai and States for roughly around 10 years, and then the main reason that I came back is just that I want to go back home. So this is the main reason that why I came back to Taiwan.
And what part of Taiwan attracts you?
Well, to me, a lot of people, for our foreign students here, maybe the food, it's what mostly attracts them, right? And but to me, it's mostly the people here in Taiwan, the Taiwanese people, how warm-hearted they are, how kindly they are to not only our local people but our international students as well. That's what attracts me the most because, like I said before, I was in Shanghai and New York City. These two cities, people are more individualized in terms of they care mostly about just themselves. There's good and bads about it, but to me that the warm-hearted people in Taiwan is what makes Taiwan beautiful, I guess.
And what part of Taiwan do you think needs to improve?
What parts of Taiwan? Well, to me,
Like
environment issues and such. To me, it's already a clean enough city because like I said, I was in New York City. You don't know how messy or how dirty that place is. You don't want to imagine how horrible that place is. But to me, it's actually fine. And things that I want to improve, maybe the stability for the future of our next generation. In terms of how hard for a youngster it's for young people to get a job, to get a stabilized life. You know how we talk about our payment level is still stuck with what we have 15 years ago. We're still on the same level. So that's what maybe raising income level, I guess, might be what we can improve upon.
And what is your view on the Chinese grammar system?
The Chinese what?
Grammar system.
Chinese grammar system. Well, personally, I think though I was born in born in Taiwan, and I was raised here until 4th grade in elementary school. For me, Chinese was still harder than English in terms of grammar, in terms of the phrasal verbs and such. And for me, English actually might be easier for me to learn. Especially we don't have all these characters to learn, all this sound, all this pronunciation that you have to know that how with the same characters you have different pronunciation and such. Knowing that in different cases there's different pronunciation. So this is what I think it's hard for me to learn in Chinese grammar.
How feeling in this period of time coming to Taiwan? How feeling in this period?
How feeling in this period of time?
Coming to Taiwan?
What do you mean by that?
Like in this time?
This time during the summer?
Yes, like summer.
Oh,
It's the feeling.
okay. Well, what I hate about the weather here is that it's always very hot. It's always very humid. It's always very humid. Basically, you're like steam pot. You're inside a steam pot, and that's why I like a lot about the weather in Shanghai and New York. It's very dry. It's not very dry. It's very breezy. It's very cool. It's very nice. It's very chill. That's why I like the autumn here rather than the summer here. And that's my comment.
And what do you do in your leisure?
Well, my leisure, I mainly music. Sometimes I try to read the news, try to follow up things that's currently going on, and keep up with the current situation, current issues. Yeah, that's it.
And why do you like Taiwan?
What do I like Taiwan? Like I said before, the people here, and the food for sure, and I think food and people is basically it.
And what do you think the difference between education of Taiwan and your country?
Oh, my country. Well, I wouldn't say my country. I was born in Taiwan, but I was definitely upbringing. My upbringing was definitely very multicultural and very allergic in terms of that. In Shanghai, though I was in Shanghai, I didn't go to a local Chinese school. I went to an international school, and so, and I went to a university in New York City. And in terms of that, the way of education is more interactive in terms of there's less lecturing and there's less the professor telling you what you should do, what you should learn. This is how it is. 1 + 1 equals to 2. They never tell you how or why it is. So this is how I believe the difference between the Western and the Eastern way and style of education. The Eastern is more filling you up with knowledge, but the Western is more about helping you to understand the reasons and how 1 + 1 equals to 2, I guess. That's my example, and it's more interactive in terms of it brings out more interest and more. It brings out bring out more interest for you to learn in particular subjects. That's it.
That's it.
All right, thank you.
So much. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do better than this.
Can you introduce yourself to us?
Hi, my name is Twizy and I'm from Germany and I'm an international student here right now, majoring in international business.
And here I have some few questions to ask you. What makes you want to come to Taiwan?
What I mean, well, my home university has a really good program with this university, so that's majorly why I came. I wanted to go abroad. I knew that I wanted to go away, and Taiwan was a good opportunity to do that.
And what part of Taiwan attracts you?
What part? I guess it's the same as Jeffrey said. It's the people and the food, mainly. People are so nice and very friendly and very helpful all the time.
And what part of Taiwan that you think needs improvement?
Improvement. Well, I don't really know much about what's going on here, but what I heard from Taiwanese friends is that, for example, their wage is really low, like what they get for working is really, really low compared to what I know from Germany. So that's quite shocking when I hear what they get for what they do. So maybe that should be improved. That's the only thing I know really about anything.
And what is your view on the Chinese grammar system?
I think it's hard. I never learned Chinese before. I never had to speak it, and so I learned the past semester. I learned a little bit of the language and how to talk, like the basics, and it's really, really difficult. Yeah. So
Yes, Chinese is difficult.
yeah, it's really hard.
And what do you do in your leisure time?
In my leisure time, I usually go out with friends because I live in the dorm, so I have all my friends around me all the time. Because
Just around Taipei.
yes, because usually around Taipei, when we have longer time off, like during longer vacations, then we travel. I travel to some countries since I've been here.
Yeah. And what do you think the difference between education of Taiwan and your country?
I think here the university, for example, is much more like high school in my university, because in Germany I'm used to a lot of big lectures, like you're in a room with 200 people and then the teacher just says their stuff and then you're done. And here you're smaller classes, you actually get to know your teacher, and that's more a little bit like high school because it's smaller and you get to know people more. And I think it's a little bit easier too than in Germany.
And why do you choose Taipei from the beginning you want to go abroad to Taiwan?
One thing is that Asia, I think, is something that's very different from Germany, the culture and the people. So I wanted to see that because my family is from Vietnam, so I wanted to see how other countries in Asia are. And Taiwan is more developed, so I wanted to see how it is here. And I heard a lot of good things about Taiwan too, because I had friends who were here before me and did this program, and they were all really happy about it. So I thought, why not?
Okay, have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool,
Thank
thank
you.
you.